The story of Fatima apparitions and miracle of the sun. In the serene countryside of Fatima, Portugal, the year 1917 would forever be etched in the annals of history. It was a time of great turmoil, with the world engulfed in the throes of the First World War. Amidst this chaos, a series of extraordinary events unfolded, bringing hope and divine reassurance to many. The story begins with three humble shepherd children, Lucia, Francis, and Jacinta. On May 13, 1917, while tending their flock in the Cova da Iria, the children experienced a vision that would change their lives forever. A beautiful lady, later identified as the Virgin Mary, appeared to them, bathed in radiant light. She spoke to them with a message of peace, urging them to pray the rosary daily for the end of the war and for the conversion of sinners. The children, though initially frightened, were filled with a sense of divine purpose. They shared their experience with their families and the local community, but their story was met with skepticism and disbelief. Despite the ridicule and doubt, the children remained steadfast in their faith. They returned to the Cova da Iria on the 13th of each month as instructed by the lady. It followed that people started joining them, praying rosary. As the months passed, the number of people who accompanied the children became many. Then it happened, the miracle of the sun. The miracle of the sun occurred on October 13, 1917, during the final Marian apparition at Fatima, Portugal. It should be noticed that Mary appeared to the little shepherd at Fatima 6. In the sixth apparition, marked as miracle of the dancing of the sun, Mary wanted to prove that the apparitions were true. The lady promised the children that during the last of her 6 appearances, she would provide a sign so people would believe in the apparitions and in her message. Before this event, the same year, Europe was undergoing crises because of the First World War. The majority of the world was embroiled in war. Portugal in particular found itself unable to maintain its initial neutrality and joined forces with the Allies. More than 220,000 Portuguese civilians died during the war, thousands due to food shortages and thousands more from the Spanish flu. A few years before, a revolution had led to the establishment of the First Portuguese Republic in 1910, and a new liberal constitution was drafted under the influence of Freemasonry, which sought to suppress the faith from public life. Catholic churches and schools were seized by the government, and the wearing of clerics in public, the ringing of church bells, and the celebration of public religious festivals were banned. Between 1911 and 1916, nearly 2,000 priests, monks, and nuns were killed by anti-Christian groups. Certainly, Marian apparition at Fatima was to intervene the crises at that time. It was to bring peace in the world instead of the war. In the miracle of the sun, it happened that the rain started falling heavily, leaving the ground muddy and the crowd soaked. Afterward, the rain suddenly stopped and the clouds parted, revealing the sun. Witnesses reported seeing the sun appear to dance, spin, and emit multicolored lights. Some even described it as zigzagging across the sky or seeming to approach the earth before retreating back to its normal position. Yet, just as suddenly, the sun returned to its normal place in the sky, and the ground and the people's clothes, previously soaked, were now dry. This miraculous event left an indelible mark on those present. Skeptics were transformed into believers, and the story of Fatima spread far and wide. The Catholic Church, after careful investigation, declared the apparitions worthy of belief in 1930, and Fatima became a major pilgrimage site, drawing millions of devotees from around the world. The Fatima apparitions are a testament to the power of faith and the enduring hope that miracles can bring. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, there is light and divine guidance to lead us through. The message of Fatima continues to inspire and uplift, a beacon of peace and love in a troubled world.